Today is the day. It is the day that I have been waiting for quite some time, and that is to share with you guys that Nourishing and Flourishing's 9-day free coaching challenge is finally here. So before I jump into it, what does this mean? What actually is it? Why am I doing it? Let's start with why. So for those who don't know, I have been in the personal training industry, before I could even have a job. I went to vocational school. I got certified. Worked in gyms, I've owned a gym, I did in-home training. I would help women with their physique, with their workouts, with their mental health, with their nutrition. So let me be the first one to share that I have literally seen it all when it comes to the health and wellness space. I have seen women transform their bodies, but doing it in a way that's shaming and guilting their body and having a disconnected relationship with food. I've seen women who have worked their ass off and get no results. And I've seen women who have really tried diet and they would get results and then lose them and get results and lose them. And there's a small percentage of women who have actually made a shift in their mindset, allowing them to fully transform their health and actually sustain it over a long period of time. So what does that mean? So workouts obviously play a role. We know that. Nutrition plays an even bigger role. But the biggest role that many people forget to take on is the role of transforming their own self-image. Because we can change everything out here, but it only will sustain it if we actually change our identity. And this right here is what is lacking big time in the health and wellness space. So it's not how many calories you're eating, but what's your relationship to food? It's not what diet is the best, but what foods actually work with your body and what foods don't. It's not like what's the normal way of losing weight and being healthy, but what is the natural way for your body and your mind and your spirit? Because we are an ecosystem. We can't just try to focus on one area of our life and trying to fix it as a whole, right? Because typically we just go after like what's on the surface. We try to change what's on the surface. And by doing that, we give away all of our power and we avoid the root causes, and they might go way deeper. So diet culture has completely destroyed this intuitive connection to ourselves because we're constantly after the next diet. We're constantly after keto or veganism or paleo, and we're giving away all our power to these diets when in reality, if we just get connected to ourselves and heal our relationships with food and develop this more intuitive connection, we can transform so fast. And like my clients are doing it, and it's just unbelievable to watch. So the past 9 months, I have been really helping women just reestablish this thing what I'm talking about, this intuitive connection to themselves so they can live their life in harmony. And the way in which we've been doing that is, one, getting super clear and real with themselves about what they really want out of their health and out of their life. For an example, like, is it really the 10 pounds that they're after, or is it the confidence that they really want to feel? And we go through all different areas of life because, again, we're an ecosystem. So we talk about relationships, we talk about career, we talk about social life. Like, we really get in detail about their outside circumstances because that plays a major role on who we are. So secondly, this is where the bread and butter really is. And this is all about shifting perspective and giving different tools and discovering what kind of mindset that they have and is it supporting them or not. Because typically a lot of us, we carry around limiting beliefs, we're self-sabotagers, and we just sometimes are constantly getting in our own way. And there's a reason for that. So we discover what those reasons are and then recreate a new self-image for them to step into. So it's like sometimes we have these blind spots, and until we actually discover what those blind spots are, we're going to keep repeating the same exact things over and over and over. It's never going to change. So until you figure those out, then we step into that new self so you can start really recreating who you are. And lastly, this is where we start defining a new healthy relationship with food. Most importantly, with themselves, because let's be real, if we don't have a healthy relationship with ourselves, then we're not going to have a healthy relationship with our family, with our spouse, with our coworkers, our friends, etc. So it all comes back to you. And once when we fully, bring all these different areas of our life into alignment, that's when we step into our truest and our best self so we can thrive. So with this Nourishing and Flourishing Challenge, we're going to be doing everything that I just talked about within those 9 days. It's going to be a live coaching challenge where essentially you get 9 days with me via Zoom. We go live every single day going over different topics. So you're going to be walking away after these 9 days, hashing through some limiting beliefs, going over things that maybe you didn't realize about yourself, but now that they're in your awareness, you can fully move past. You're going to feel a deeper sense to find what works. And lastly, you're just going to discover a new way of being. You're going to really step into who you are and who you know deep down you are, but you've just been kind of not sure how to go about being. So if you feel like you would gain some sort of value out of this challenge, it's free. Take advantage of it. And I would love to have you be a part of it. I'm only going to be taking 10 people just because I do want to keep it a safe and closed container, just because it is going to be live and it's going to be coaching. And I already have about 3 people who reached out previously because they were just kept asking. But I'm going to leave a little poll right here. So if you're interested, comment on the poll, or even better, if you really want your change. So if this resonates with you, DM me. Let's get it going and let's have a great time together.